How was it last night? Good, right?
Very good.
Wasn't that great? It was amazing people last night. And Brexit was something, right?
Could you tell us what you've been talking about here?
Well, we're just talking about the fact that we have great relationships and the numbers are going up with the African American community rapidly. We've had, and I've always had great relationships with the African American community, and now, I've made it such a focal point. Mark, Pastor Burns, has been with us all the way, and he sees what's happening, he sees what's going on, but I've made it a very important focal point in the speeches themselves, talking about the little work that's been done by the Democrats for African Americans. They've been very disrespectful, as far as I'm concerned, to the African American population of this country, and we are making it a very important part of our speeches and of our thought process, and it's had a tremendous impact. It's had a tremendous impact.
And would you say that what you've been emphasizing is the fact that in order to make America great again, we have to make all of it great, including our inner cities. We can't have big pockets of people.
100%. Including the Hispanics, African Americans, everybody. It's got to be everybody, or we don't have a great country. We have a divided country. And it's been a very important part. Most of you have been in my speeches over the last couple of weeks. It's been a very important element. It's been very, very important. And it's having an impact. I mean, you see what's going on with the polls. The poll just came out. The CNN just came out. We're leading in Florida. A couple of them have come out. We're leading in Florida. We're doing well all over. And I guess nationally we have a couple where we're also leading. And a big difference. And people are hearing the message. But a very important part of the message for me is the African American community, because they have really been let down by Hillary Clinton and the Democrats.
Are you going to need to give an immigration speech at some point to lay out all these points you've been making?
Sure, I will be doing that. I say over the next week or so. I look forward to that. I'm very strong on illegal immigration. Don't let the media fool the media. Very strong on illegal immigration. We have to be. We have no choice. We either have a country or we don't. We either have borders or we don't. The wall is very important. But so I'll be making a speech on that, I would say, over the next week, laying out an exact plan, and I think people will have great respect for the plan.
Mr. Trump,
Thank you.
one of the issues affecting African Americans is lending and discriminatory lending practices. Do you plan to audit any banks, or do you plan to take action to make sure that banks end discriminatory lending practices against African Americans?
Banks have been, whether it's through certain laws, but Dodd-Frank, you look at some of these laws, it's impossible for banks to loan money to anybody. But the African American population has absolutely been treated terribly by the banks. If you're African American, it is very, very hard to get a loan, and I want to look into it because I've heard it from more and more people. I've heard it from Mark, Pastor Burns. I've heard it from so many people where they go into a bank, they have good credit, they have a good job, they're African American, they can't get a loan under any circumstances. They go from bank to bank to bank. So we're going to look into that. Thank you. Good point. Thank you.